I was thinking about that phrase, you are on my side. God is on my side. God is on our side. What an awesome truth. And I know for myself personally, I don't always get that right. I usually don't. I think we have a tendency, the majority of the time, unfortunately, when you hear somebody talk about God is on my side or God is on our side, it's somebody standing up and trying to show that they're morally right. I'm on the right side of this fight because this is a moral thing, and boom. And it's the attitude of the Pharisees, really. They believed that God was on their side completely when they confronted Jesus, because they were in this legal position. And then I think about Paul going from believing that he was on God's side and that God was on his side to hearing, why are you persecuting me? And realizing that I'm the chief of sinners. See, Paul didn't say I was the chief of sinners. He said I am. And the reason why he said that was not because he was the worst person around. He was an apostle. But he knew his heart and what his heart was like when it got away from the Holy Spirit. I don't know your heart, but I know my heart. And when it's not under control of the Holy Spirit, my heart is such that I would argue with Paul and say, maybe you were, but you're not anymore. You're gone and I'm here and I'm the chief of sinners. But then the flip side of that is sometimes we hear God is on your side and we think, oh, that sounds good, but how can that be true? Because I haven't served well enough. I'm the servant who didn't do what was right. Man, I didn't even just bury the talent in the hole and not get the interest. I went out and spent it. I embezzled it. I haven't been obedient enough. I haven't been loving enough. Whatever. When I can, there's Jesus. Here's me. Yeah, no. And I was thinking about that. This picture came in my mind. This man wanted for horrendous crimes, who had nothing. Actually less than broke. He had amounted so much debt that winning the lottery wouldn't get him out of it. Stayed constantly bouncing around in places where no good person would go. And one day, for whatever chance, quote unquote, reason, he sits down on a park bench, has a conversation with someone, and becomes friends with this person. And it turns out to be the richest, most powerful man in the land, who has absolutely nothing to gain from this friendship. As a matter of fact, he has things to lose, because people go, how could a good man be friends with someone like that? Guilty by association, right? They become friends. And he says, you can't run from all this. You're going to have to face it. And the man goes, well, at least in prison I'll have 3 hots and a cot. And I have nothing now. And he goes and he turns himself in and says, yeah, I did it. And I have nothing to excuse it. And then this richest, most powerful man goes and does everything in his power with all of his riches and all of his power and all of his influence, even to the point of offering the judge his only child to take the place of this vagabond outlaw who doesn't deserve anything, because he's his friend and he loves him. That's God on our side. That's what he did. The Father sent the Son willingly chose to agree to go, and the Spirit empowered him to do it so that his body could be broken, so you don't have to be broken anymore. So his blood would be spilt so you could be washed clean. Not because you are a good person. Not because you did something right and didn't do too much wrong. But just because he's on your side. He loves you. That is the awesome, wonderful news of the cross.